Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Almost forgot the name of the channel for a second. In Thomas Tuchel's first game, we won. Thomas Tuchel, Al Qaeda Tuchel, we're coming. We're coming for Man City, for Freiburg in the DFB Pokal. We're coming for the world. We won. It was good. But I'm annoyed. We could have scored 7 goals, 8 goals. It could have been more. And we didn't score, right? Musiala missed a 1v1. So did Kingsley Coman. And they were all onside. Sadio Mane, did what he had to do. He lost the ball and missed some opportunities to create something. We could have hit more, right? Could have hit Dortmund for more. And that's the beautiful thing about this. But I'm annoyed that freaking fat booty merchant Gnabry comes on. This guy that probably buys the hype that, if he shaves his head, you're going to become good again. Dude, you're going to become good again by working and dedicating yourself to the sport. It feels to me like Gnabry just thinks his ability will get him places. Dog, my man's just walking around freaking conceding penalties. I'm pissed off. He did score and was offside. I think we scored 3 offside goals today. It must be a record somewhere. And Mane wasn't involved in any of them. That must be a record as well. For us to score an offside goal and it's not Mane? That's interesting. Well, I will say this. Apart from the 2 goals conceded, in context, this was a great game. Dortmund just fought back, and we let him have that fighting chance. We didn't take this thing out of the game. There was a moment where I was celebrating Upamecano, Pavard, and Kimmich and Sane just standing around passing the ball. Like, that's what we need to do more. Just take this thing out of the game. If the Dortmund players feel like, damn, we just can't do it, then they're not going to try. But when we start making these games look like basketball games, up and down, transition, then there's no difference from Julian Nagelsmann then. Because that's how our games looked under Nagelsmann towards the end there. Just transition. Oh, nervy. We could lose this. We could also win it. It's like we don't need that. We were winning by 4. Now this 4-2 looks different. It looks like Dortmund had a chance. They never did. By the way, in the first half, we didn't have our best performance in the first 10 minutes. Dortmund, De Ligt made a really good block on Royce. That could have been a goal, and if it's a goal, it changes the game. Now you're talking about a draw. Could have been a draw. But then we took ownership of the game. We didn't really create, clear-cut chances. The corner was probably our closest thing to a clear-cut chance because it was a corner, and then we headed it, and then De Ligt assist. The first goal was it was a wonder goal in my eyes. Upamecano scored from the halfway line. Oh, really? It was a goalkeeping mistake. The Bundesliga is going to get cooked for that. But yeah, it was an interesting situation. Kobel, I don't know what the man was smoking, but I don't even understand how do you miss the ball completely? I thought for a second, it might count as an own goal if he touched it. He didn't even touch it. So it was a wonder goal. And then the second goal was the Thomas Müller scoring with his testicles. And I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Thomas Müller scoring with his testicles. And it wasn't by accident. I could see that freaking rock-hard minion between his legs. That freaking beluga whale between his legs. It literally popped out and said, poof. He scored with his balls. That's good. He's using his balls for something because it ain't having kids. Müller doesn't have kids. Come on, man. Your wife's getting old. Give her some kids. Anyways, as I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself with another tangent, I go on more tangents than mathematics. Third goal, beautiful. That was our best goal this game. The way we cut him open. We cut him like a suicidal teenager. Sorry, we really cut him open. Like, bro, Sane with the pass, poof, like a knife through butter. Just that pass just had that oomph to it. And Kingsley Coman with the tap in. Fourth goal, honestly forgot. What was the fourth goal? Who scored it? Who scored? Who scored the fourth goal? No, Müller scored twice. Oh, yeah. The fourth goal was the beautiful goal. with Sané cutting through. The third one was Muller scoring from a deflected shot that Sané took, that Kobel spilled. Yeah, man. See, that's how interesting this game was. There were some really beautiful moments. I just wish we controlled it like better towards the end there. But for his first game, it was good. Tuchel is people have this conception that I didn't want Tuchel here. Of course I did. I wanted our well-performing manager to get sacked in the middle of the season while we had some important games coming up to get sacked. Of course, weirdos. Of course I don't believe in Tuchel's project until I see it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Thomas Tuchel, yeah, that I always wanted you. No, I didn't want Tuchel to ban here, but I'm here to support him. It's his first game, and I'm not going to say, yeah, great, we signed you. I feel like we would have had the same game with Nagelsmann. So nothing changed in terms of we created similar chances to that with Nagelsmann and missed them like the same. So I think here we created more chances. Interesting stat. It typically takes us 12 seconds to win the ball back with Nagelsmann, while in this game, the average was 20 seconds, which tells me our pressing structure has definitely changed. We are not pressing in the center as much. We're pressing out wide, which is a really interesting pressing strategy. It means you let your opponent have the ball for a little bit longer in pointless regions, and then you press them and hackle them out wide and potentially get on a counterattack. And it worked a lot because look at where our counterattack started from. Out wide, from winning the ball back immediately to the center, and now we got a 3v3 or 3v4 or 2v4, and it's a counterattack. So I think Nagelsmann did. Tuchel is definitely changing how our team is pressing. So that's something to say that's his blueprint. But I can't really go off of much. This is just his first game. This team, I feel like, was just trying today. It wasn't some tactical masterclass that won us this game. It wasn't some movement of we'll see Thomas Tuchel's real coaching against Man City. That's where we can be like, wow, Tuchel did that. If we go lose, then it's not going to be great, because all we'll talk about is how we shouldn't have sacked Nagelsmann and how he would have performed better than Tuchel does if he doesn't perform against City. So I can't go, yeah, it was Tuchel that made us win this game. No, because we would have won this game. It's Dortmund, lads. It's Dortmund, the freaking German Spurs with a few more trophies. So I'm happy with the game. I'm pissed at the penalty. We also the freaking scuff chance that what's that bum's name? What's that bum's name, man? What's with Mukoko? Well, he was you guys think that goal should have stood? Yeah, Malin. Yeah, that AIDS mother zucker. Malin, man, I hate him. That goal was just the worst thing ever. His face annoys me. Daniel Malin his face just irritates me with his bald. Wait, thank God, because I thought he was the one that had cancer. No, that was Haller. Hey, W. Haller, man, he's back from cancer. So yeah, L cancer. L cancer. Yeah, of course, L cancer. But yeah, Malin's goal was such an annoying one because it was literally slow motion. But maybe it should have been offside, because I'm thinking Mukoko was going to attack the ball, and then it just went in. Why can't VAR factor that in? And he was in an offside position. That's why I'm bringing that point up. We need Harry Kane. Well, apparently Kolo Muani wants to come to Bayern. It's interesting. Bayern's last 9 home games against Dortmund. This is the highest scoring home game in the last 9. So, or highest scoring Dortmund home away. Oh, no, they won. It was a 4-2 result last season. Okay, so interesting. I just read a comment that over substitution affected this match. Do you guys think that's true as well? It's okay. That was off. Gnabry go away and Mane. Sadio Mane, man, has built more wells in Africa than he has had amazing performances for Bayern. Look, Mane is a great humanitarian, but that don't mean he's a good footballer. He's terrible. And people are going to say I have an agenda. I don't. I just really dislike his ability that he doesn't have. That does sound like an agenda. No, see, here's how I see Mane. I see Mane as a footballer that's limited. You know, at Liverpool, he was a transition player. A lot of Liverpool players are like that. If Salah joined Real Madrid, he wouldn't be that good, right? Liverpool's a system team. The only standout player at Liverpool is probably Thiago when he plays. Like, he looks like he could play for any team. But a lot of Liverpool players are system players. If you put Darwin Núñez somewhere else, he's going to stink. But because of the way Klopp plays, he looks okay. I mean, Liverpool aren't okay right now, but the point is they have a lot of system players. Like freaking Robertson. He's just a system player. He's not Robertson doesn't look good in Barcelona or Real Madrid or Man City. These are system players that don't have that high level of quality. So they rely on each other to, if you're not good at this, I'll do this. Mo Salah's not Robin. He's not going to actually dribble through people constantly through a game and slap it in by himself. Like Robin created his own goals. Salah's taking penalties and scoring tap-ins, and Liverpool fans will compare him to Iron Robin. That's a disgrace. Even Robin with a broken foot is better than Salah. Robin with his right foot is better. Maybe that's too much. But anyways, the point is, Mane is a system player that plays on the transition, but the problem now is he has lost his little technical ability he might have had. And we're not spamming crosses in like Liverpool do. We don't play the same. And people might say, it needs time to adapt. He's a 31-year-old man. He doesn't need no damn time to adapt. He should just immediately, if he's a world-class footballer, the way Liverpool fans played him up to be all those years, he should just walk into any team at 30 years old and give them something for 2 to 3 years. But because he's not at that level and never will be, he looks average because he has never been world-class. He's had world-class numbers, but he's not a world-class footballer. Musiala came on, nutmegging people, and come on, Mane just got this. There was a counterattack. It was a 2v3. We had 3, they had 2, and he got dispossessed by Sula that was running behind him. You know how hard that is to lose the ball when you're in front of the player and they're behind you, and you still lose the ball to them. And he's on the floor. It's easy to dispossess him. Mane just is not him. He's not him. And maybe my not hate. What's the word for it? I don't hate Mane. I think he's a humanitarian. He's doing great work in Senegal, building wells. Them people are drinking water. That's great. He's sending a few $100. We're basically paying. We're the ones paying for the greatness of all his humanitarian work as of when we signed him, because we're giving him the money. It ain't for his good performances, so surely it's for the humanitarianism. But Mane is someone a lot of people love, but they just don't love. They just don't want to admit the fact that he's never been that great as a footballer. He's always been in a system that suited him and other players. All right, boys and girls. I think Mane is 40 years old. Nah, that's messed up because that's not true. Mane was born in Senegal. So, no, he didn't immigrate permanently anywhere. He just moved to play. So his age is authentic. He's just not good. That's the problem. But imagine if Mane was secretly 40. Damn, we would have. This man has got. They made up an entire award just to give it to him. The Socrates Award. Literally, they made the award for humanitarianism, and they gave it to Sadio Mane. Some bull crap, man. No, I mean, great award. He deserved it. Gnabry, Mane is not consistent. No, he's consistently trash. He's consistent. Gnabry needs to go ASAP, paying him too much to be trash. Yeah, the thing is, we're paying these guys $20 million a year. It's gonna be hard to sell them, especially if they don't want to go. Yeah, so Neuer was in the stadium saying, "What a game! Good job, guys." Well, I mean, we have a game against Freiburg in the Pokal, so we'll see what happens. Um, hmm. All right, boys and girls, I gotta go. It was a good watch along. I appreciate you guys. You guys were really fun and great. Team is still not 100% because Tuchel had little time to prepare the guys. The team will be fine later on. Yeah, that's true. He had little time. But yeah, let's just be happy that we didn't lose or draw. It was a really it was a frustrating performance because we played well apart from the last goal we conceded, like the 5 minutes. So we held our own, like in terms of keeping the ball, and like we weren't like just going long every second. There weren't that many long balls. We took risk, played out of the back a few times. So that's signs of Tuchel knowing we have to be good at playing out of the back. What do you think of Gonçalo Ramos? Good striker. I don't know if he's buying quality yet, and I'll have to look into him more because he's not someone I really personally look at too much. Kolo Muani has a contract till 2024. I don't think he has a contract till 2024. I think Frankfurt want to keep him till 2024. If I'm not mistaken, his contract is in 2026. It expires in 2026. Let me actually check because it makes no sense for me to just think that's what it is, but it's probably not. Let's check. Kolo Muani. Randall Kolo Muani. That song is cold, man. That French dude, Vijardrin. Yeah, he knows how to make songs, man. You guys like my French accent? Vijardrin. His contract actually expires in 2027. For him to go to Frankfurt and join them in 2022 and have a contract that expires in 2024 would be the stupidest piece of business ever. Because the man could leave on a free if he performs and So 2027. So he will be expensive. Frankfurt would have the right to charge a lot of money for him in the next 2 years. 2026 it starts getting skeptical because he can just wait and he'll still be 27 or 28 and go for free to a big club and win a few Champions Leagues if it's Bayern or Real Madrid. Yeah, so Kolo Muani, interesting. It looks like he wants to join Bayern, much like every French player. I don't know why we're not going for Mbappe. I feel like he would love to join us. What do you think of the camera? What do you think of the camera angle? Is it permanent? Are you guys talking about my camera angle? But there's a camera angle I really like that the Bundesliga is using. They got to use it. I like it. Is that the one I was like screaming and loving during the stream? Because if that's the one you're talking about, then yeah, the one where I'm sure I don't know if it's a stable camera, but there's a guy on a gimbal probably and he's running across, and it's so good, man. I like it. Some of you said it was dizzy, but I enjoyed that. Ooh, Mbappe is expensive. Yeah, he is. He is very expensive. For real, today's game was literally FIFA. Derek Ray and the camera angles. Okay, so it was a new camera angle. I like it. And it's Mr. Han. Yo, that movie was cold. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Jackie Chan movie. I always try to flex, you know what I'm saying? The Jackie Chan movie where he's older and his daughter gets bombed up by the Irish Republican, it's like this weird, they want Ireland to be its own thing and Ireland united, and they hate England and the UK. So yeah, and then he was like this ex soldier. He knows martial arts. Jackie Chan, but it's one of the most mature movies I've ever seen. The camera angle ran onto the field when King scored. Yeah, that's the one I love. I love that. It's from Karate Kid. Wait, was Mr. Han not? You guys are tripping. Oh. Am I looking stupid here? The Foreigner. That's the movie's name. Oh my gosh. His name was Kwan Nong Min. That ain't no Jack. That ain't no Mr. Chan. Mr. Chan, I thought I was doing something smart. All right. Sadio ain't helping that much. Yeah, he stinks. All right. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, and peace.